On April 27, 1865, the steamboat Sultana explodes on the Mississippi River near Memphis.
But what caused this massive explosion? And how is the tragedy connected to the American Civil War?
The Sultana was first launched from Cincinnati in 1863. The boat was 260 feet long and had an official capacity of 376 passengers and crew. It was used extensively during the American Civil War to carry troops and supplies along the lower Mississippi. On April 25, 1865, the Sultana left New Orleans with about 100 passengers on board. It stopped at Vicksburg, Mississippi, where the ship's boilerman advised the captain of a leaky boiler that needed a major repair. The captain defied the boilerman's recommendations and ordered him to simply patch up the leak. The federal government had promised big money to transport Union soldiers home to the North, and the captain did not want to miss out on the profits. The Sultana was packed with 2,100 troops and 200 civilians, more than 6 times the steamer's capacity. Near Memphis on April 27th, the patched-up boiler failed, causing a thunderous explosion to rip through the boat. Metal and steam from the boilers killed hundreds, and hundreds more were thrown from the boat into the Mississippi's chilly waters. The Sultana had only one lifeboat and few life preservers. 1,700 were killed, only 600 survived. The accident is still considered the deadliest maritime disaster in U.S. history. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1521, after traveling 3/4 of the way around the globe, explorer Ferdinand Magellan is killed in the Philippines. In 1773, Britain's Parliament passes the Tea Act, which leads to protests, including the Boston Tea Party. In 1805, U.S. Marines go into battle for the first time against the port city of Derna on the shores of Tripoli. In 1848, 54 years after its first attempt to do so, France permanently abolishes slavery in all of its colonies. In 1956, world heavyweight boxing champion Rocky Marciano retires at age 31 with a perfect record. In 1994, Nelson Mandela is elected South African president in the first elections with both black and white voters. In 2006, construction begins on One World Trade Center, located near the former site of the Twin Towers. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. Who was the command module pilot for the Apollo 11 mission, which landed the first humans on the moon in 1969? Buzz Aldrin, Michael Collins, Gene Kranz, or Neil Armstrong?
Liked learning about the Sultana disaster? Then you'll love this one about another maritime tragedy, the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.